meeting is being recorded.
Okay, good morning, everybody. It's great to have you here. This is something that we do every Tuesday morning. If you're a guest with us outside of EXP, welcome. This is open to everybody. We're not here to talk EXP. We're here to just talk real estate and talk production. And how can we help you with your business? You know, some of the stuff that we've been doing on these Tuesdays. I've been sharing this lately. I've been 21 years in the business, and I've picked up more nuggets in the last 6 months, again, trying to sort through which of these do I implement and all kinds of stuff. And, we've got some good stuff going on. My wife and I, we've been doing this together here in Colorado Springs, and we have several people we're working with right now that have come directly from these Tuesday morning events, whatever. We're learning new stuff all the time. So anyway, the first Tuesday of the month, which I can't believe we're in September. Costco had their Christmas stuff out a month ago. So anyway,
Crazy.
go figure on that. Yeah.
Cracker Barrel too, but I'm not old enough to be a Cracker Barrel very much. But
Yeah, things are moving fast. So
Yeah.
anyway, 2023, crazy year for all of us. Crazy year in real estate. It's been an adjustment of a year, the shift and everything else going on here. But it's good stuff. We're really coming into more of a normal market, I think is kind of what we're seeing. I mean, this is more normal. The last 3 years have been everything but normal, and I think for people that have been in the business a couple, 2, 3 years, it's like, it's trying to figure all that out. But we're really coming back into more normal. The interest rates right now I know are high. They're high from what they've been, but they're really more normal for what they were my first 8, 9 years in the business. I mean,
I think the 30-year average, Jeff, is 7.5%. If you look over the 30 years, we literally though have just been so spoiled the last couple of years. I mean, super low interest rates, crazy, ridiculous market. I mean, you didn't have to do anything. Well, I shouldn't say anything because it was a feeding frenzy trying to get a house under contract for sure.
Yeah.
But, as far as getting business, everybody was trying to get in on that. So we're definitely more in a normalized market for, for especially agents that are new on here that may not know that. The last couple of years were absolutely not normal.
For sure. No, it's been a little crazy. So anyway, the first Tuesday of the month, though, we just open this up for anything and everything. No particular topic, just anything you guys want to talk about, discuss, questions, questions about the market, questions about marketing, questions about just a deal that you have going on, a curveball you've had, whatever. How can we help with anything and everything? And we'll kind of just get some good discussion going, see what some of you guys are doing, right now with the market and what you have planned for the fall, going into the last quarter of the year here. So anyway, Kathy, you want to start off with anything, or we can, anything in particular you want to hit?
Let's see
right up front?
let's see what thoughts that they have. I mean, certainly if there's anything they want to talk about first, any challenges, any like, hey, I'm stuck, I don't know what to do. Let's see what anybody else has to say.
For sure. Anybody who wants to start us off? What's a topic you want to talk about or you want to hit here up front?
Hey Jeff, how are you doing this morning? This is
Good, Adrian. How are you?
Well, thank you. One of the things that I wanted to see is I'm stepping back.
We're
Adrian,
losing.
we can't hear you very good.
Yeah, we're losing you.
Okay, can you hear me okay now?
Yeah, there you go. That's better.
Okay, sorry about that. So I'm stepping back into real estate from a more of a full-time position, whereas before my real estate was really just it was just on the side. And I was with my kids. I raised my kiddos and everything. So I've been in business for 24 years, but I literally feel like I'm starting all over. And though I'm transactionally, I don't have a problem. It's just going out there and actually getting business now. So give me, I don't know, 2 or 3 tips, because I know there's a lot of ways to do it, whether it's throwing money at, marketing, prospecting, Zillow. There's just so many things. And I don't know, my head spins to think about, wow, where do I start kind of from scratch again in terms of getting leads?
Right. Cool. I got several thoughts. I don't know,
And
Kathy, or
so
anybody
just
can jump in
maybe
here.
two
Let's
or three
just,
tips on
yeah.
Adrian's heard all my thoughts. I talk
Has
to her
she?
quite often. Yeah.
I mean,
So
I got a
you
few
give
things
her
I
your
can.
thoughts.
I got a few things I can share, but there's a lot of us that have been, I
Yeah.
know Steve's been around a long time. There's different ones that can definitely jump into this discussion. So
Yeah.
I don't want this to be all about, me and my tips by any means, but a few things I would just share. I think, first of all, I would tell you this. I mean, as you have time, again, driving around between appointments, or if you got it, later in the day and things slow down a little bit, whatever, if you can jump on some of the recordings that we've had here from these Tuesday masterminds. I would say listen to some of those. Look at the topics. You can go to our Freedom Team YouTube page. You can also go to freedomteamsupport.com, and you'll see a lot of them there. You can also go into the workplace group for Freedom Team, and you'll see every recording in there. There's been a ton of stuff in there. I will tell you, Russ Legan did a 2-hour event here in Colorado Springs live that we streamed out to everybody 2 Tuesdays ago. Was that right? Yeah, no, 2 Wednesdays ago, I think it was. Anyway, whatever it was, but it's in there. It's recent. And he just had some really, really solid practical things that you can do that don't cost a dime to bring in a lot of business. I mean, it was great stuff. And I would tell you to go back and watch that. I think it's important to keep in mind, don't overcomplicate it. The more people you talk to, the more business you're going to have. That's what it is. And the more people you talk to, the more likely you are to find somebody who knows somebody who's looking to make a move. There's always going to be people who need to sell, or need to buy for whatever situation. My wife, we just had a call over the weekend, and she went down yesterday to look at a house, and they're meeting with a mediator this week. They're going through a divorce. Sad situation. It is what it is, and they need to get their house on the market. That was a lead that just came in through our Google business page yesterday or Saturday, Saturday, and then she met him yesterday. So there's going to be those situations out there. People that have to buy or sell. Some people are holding back right now because of the rates, or they're holding back right now because of, they don't know where they're going to go if they do sell. The inventory is so low. There's all that kind of stuff. But there's going to be those people that have to make a move. And so to find those people, you've got to get out and about, for one thing. I share this a lot. When I first got into the business, I mean, I ended up closing a deal about 6 weeks after I got my license, and it was because I met somebody at a coffee shop, total stranger, but just got out there. I realized that sitting in the office, or like for me today, sitting here in my home office and doing all my stuff, if I could take this and move it to a coffee shop where I can meet people, I'm going to pick up business, And so you want to get out where the people are, for sure. Make it a goal to add people into your database every day. Start with your sphere. And one of the things that we talk about, if you go back and you watch Aaron Kinn's, he did a 4-part listing series back a couple months ago. One of the things that Aaron's doing is, like he talks about this, a CMA a day, a video CMA a day. And when you get in that mode, okay, and we'll teach you how to do that, but when you get in that mode, it really takes, you could do it in 10 minutes tops. And he says, like, if you have an hour, do 5 or 6 of them and send those out to people in your sphere, in your database. They haven't asked you for a CMA. You're just providing them value, and you're providing them information. Just kind of just an update on their neighborhood, an update on the market around them. Hey, if you were to put your house on the market today, this is what you'd be up against. I know you're not looking to do that. I'm not soliciting your business. I just want to keep you up on what's going on with the market. Here's what I see as roughly a range of the current value of your house. If you know that this would be good for anybody else, let me know. And you're doing this on video. You're recording like just a 3-minute Zoom or Loom. There's different things you can do with that. And you send that out, and you just do it unsolicited. They haven't asked you for it. You're just sending it out. You're providing value. And next thing you know, you start doing 4 or 5 of those a day, which once you get in the mode, seriously, you could do 5 of them in 30 minutes total. And you send those out, and you get in that habit of doing that, that's going to lead to business, because people are going to start replying back to you. Hey, so crazy that you sent that to me. We've been talking about this, and hey, we'd love to have you come by and take a closer look at our house and whatever. You're going to get those kind of responses.
Let me add on to that, Jeff. Like, I love that reminder of that Aaron did, because everybody now, like if you listen to the news, it's like real estate terrible, that, you know, prices are dropping, on and on and on. So when you send those out, like in your video, you could just say like, look, prices are still strong. They're really remaining stable. The inventory is still low. We have pent up buyer demand. We need more houses on the market. I know you may not be looking, but look, in your area, this is what your house would go for. Maybe, you know, one of your neighbors that's talked about selling, right? And so you're giving positive news at the same time that you're delivering that information, just, you know, basically you know, letting them know that the sky's not falling out like the news would let you, you know, believe that it is. And you're just giving you know, you're giving them the, you know, ballpark value on their home. Because, you know, a lot of people, I don't even think they really, even the last couple of years when it was nuts and they knew prices were going up, I still think a lot of people don't realize how much equity they really have in their home. And honestly, which also reminds me or makes me think, when you're having that conversation, you know, if you do a quick video, like you literally, like Jeff said, could do this in 3 minutes. You know, have you ever thought about taking some of your equity, investing in you know, in an investment property? Right. So you could even throw that out there while you're, you know, commenting, you know, or maybe one of your friends or one of your neighbors haven't even thought of that, but a lot of people are doing that now. And you could even say, you know, we've got a great partnership. I've recently partnered with this company that does, you know, it's a turnkey for you, right? You know, maybe real estate's too expensive in your back pocket, like it is here in Nashville for us, Adrian. But it's like we've just recently partnered with a company that you know, that their average sales price is $250, $260. You know, if you want more information, I mean, you know, you have to tighten that up, but you could put a little nugget in that video in about 2.5 minutes. I guarantee you're going to grab some people's attention, either by the equity they have in their home. Hey, thank you so much for even sending that. And, or, oh my gosh, I never thought about taking some equity out of my house to buy an investment property.
Okay.
Definitely.
But
One of the things that go ahead, Kathy.
Oh, go ahead.
No, I was just going to say, I want to share my screen here real fast because I do want you to see this. This just came out this morning here. Keeping Current Matters. Again, just a chart that I would just, you know, take a screenshot of this. If you get Keeping Current Matters, you could get this. But again, conversations with some people, you could even put this in a video CMA, this, just a shot of this real quick in there along with the CMA. You know, this is just an updated, you know, end of year, you know, price forecast for homes. You know, the original forecast, everybody had the, you know, home prices going down this year, but that's not the case. You know, by the end of the year, you know, some are saying kind of stable, but everybody is pretty much up, you know, from, you know, whatever. Here's, you know, like what, let's see, 1.8% the lowest, I guess 0, up to a 6% increase.
Which, interestingly enough, look at that 6% increase. They had the biggest forecast, you know, the biggest drop estimated. So that's
yeah, I know, that's a good thing to see. Yeah. So I mean, again, but sellers don't know this because all they're hearing is the headlines, which is just doom and gloom and all this kind of stuff. But then you show them something like this, along with just a quick video about their house. You know, you're just providing that value. That's just a great way to add value, but you're going to get leads out of that. You're going to get people that are looking to sell or need to sell, whether it's now or sometime here, even, you know, in the next few months or into the first part of the year. So just something to, you know, this is good to get, you know, whatever, but this just came out this morning. I'm going to post this blog later today. It was, you know, expert home price forecast revised up for 2023. So just wanted to share that because it fell in line with what you were talking about there, Kathy. But does some of that help, Adrienne? Who else has some ideas that you'd want to share with her on that? Just ways to, you know, she's trying to get back into the business.
Let me add one more tip while I'm thinking. And then, yes, I'd love if anybody's got other ideas. I'd love to hear yours. Tracy, I'd love to be thinking, Tracy, because I'd love your input. You know, I don't know, like maybe this will take a different direction, but another thought that has come to mind, and I heard this on another mastermind about like doing a drawing for a giveaway of a TV, like a 65-inch, because you can buy those for $400 or $500 now. So what if at the end of the video, you were like, you know, hey, I've got some big goals for this year. I know you may not be looking, but referrals are the lifeblood of our, of our business. Anybody that sends a referral between now and December the 1st, we're doing a drawing, get your first Christmas present for me or something like that. I don't know, but we're doing a drawing for a 65-inch TV. To kind of even entice people to maybe send your referrals. But anyway, that just came to my mind because I was like, what can you do to really sort of entice them? That's just another thought. You don't have to do that because I think just given the value of all the stuff we're talking about would be great. Tracy, what about you? Like, girl, you've been just rocking real estate, like just kicking tail and taking names. So if you were just getting yourself back into the business, what would you be doing today?
Yeah, I'd just be having a lot of conversations. I mean, Adrian, I was just yesterday, I was walking my dog and just kind of got close, smiley, friendly with the people that are walking their dogs. And I, just struck up a conversation and I said, well, what do you do around here? And so she told me what she does. Okay, I'm a realtor. She said, oh, my mom has been on me about buying a house. And so I encouraged her. I had my digital card. I don't know if you have a digital card, but she scanned my little QR code and I have her information. I have her applying. And so I think, one thing I tell my mentees is to master the art of getting them to apply. You'd be surprised how many people are just afraid that they just don't qualify for home purchase. Mm-hmm. And so just go through your phone and just, say, are you a homeowner? And if they say no, say, what are your reservations? What are the reasons why? And just have those conversations and say, well, listen, a lot of them are going to say, I don't have the money saved. My credit's not where it is. Well, great. That's what we do. We master in giving you a free plan. And so would you be open to me passing your information to my lender so we can get you a free plan? And my lenders love me because they said I keep that pipeline full. I really do. And some of them will tell me their credit is subpar, but I'm like, hey, so you're just going to keep sitting there? I mean, like, what's the next step? And so you really have to master encouraging them to apply. Once they apply, the typical lender is going to give them a plan. And then if they need credit repair, I've got people on board for that. And that's just what really works for me, Kathy, is just getting a lot of people to apply. And eventually the harvest comes because I sown the seed. And then all of a sudden, hey, where'd you get all these closings from? I've been working with these people over a year. I've been working with these people 6 months or whatever. So that's one thing, Adrian, I would do. And then Derek, he's on the phone. He's one of my mentees. Derek said he has had some amazing open houses, like full of people. But yesterday, most of the people that came to his open house were already represented. And he said, but Tracy, I didn't feel like it was a loss in that I was leaving out. And he saw this banner on the football field of the high school right near the home or some school near the home. And the banner said, do you know your home's value today? And there was a QR code for anybody who's just riding down the street to scan. And so people can see their equity. Of course, you can get that QR code from KV Core, and it's going to drive those people straight to KV Core to do their home valuation for free. And so I said, Derek, oh my God, I'm going to put that on a t-shirt. I'm going to put that on the back of my car. Do you know your home's valuation? Yeah. And so that's an amazing idea as well. I like things like that. That's what's working for me.
Really good. One of the things that Russ shared and which I thought this is just so good, like as you're talking to people, strangers like that, one of the first questions is always, what do you do? I'm a school teacher. What do you do? I'm a realtor. Oh, what do they say as soon as you say that you're a realtor? What's the first thing they talk about? How's the market?
How's the market?
What's the market like? What's going on in real estate? At which point Russ says, hey, you know what? That's a great question. There's a lot going on with the market. Let me get your email address. I do a monthly market update. And I'd love to send that to you. I'll go home and send you the one I did here a couple of weeks ago for the market, for last month. I'll send that to you. I'm getting ready to do another one here coming up for what we just went through in August. I'll send that to you as well. Let me get your email address and I'll send that to you. A great way to get somebody into your database, but then to start updating them monthly with information that they want. Because that's the first question everybody asks you when they find out you're a realtor. You're at a get together and people find out you're a realtor. Some of your friends, oh, that's right, you're a realtor. What's the market like right now? Get them into your database to start sending them that newsletter. One thing, Tracy, I want to just hit here too. I'm going to share my screen again, Kathy. Mm-hmm. just to do this, because if you guys haven't done this yet, there's lots of different ways to do this, but a digital business card. We just set this up with Instacard. Okay, it's like,
I just did too. Same thing.
did you? Yeah, I mean, it's
Yeah.
like $100 for the year or something like that. But this is what we're using now. So I've got it on my phone here.
Yeah.
It looks exactly like that. I've got it just on my phone, and I know here. Let me stop sharing my screen for a second. On my phone, right there's that little picture of my wife and I. That's my business card. So when I pull that up, it brings up that page right there. I'll just show you this here because it's easier to see. It brings this up. And if I'm with somebody and I want to share it, I just hit share down here. I click this on my phone, and now I can either email it to them. They could take a picture of that with their phone because everybody has their phone. I could share it as a text. Hey, what's your number? I'll send you this, whatever. And then they can get in there. Now I've got mine set up here. You can create a menu and you customize this. The second one right there, what's my home worth? They click on that. It takes them to a home evaluation page where they, have to give me their information. And now I send them an automated, home evaluation. They can see every home for sale because it connects to my KV Core right there. Here's a free home buyer's guide, free home seller's guide. Again, you can customize this however you want. Also, there's a link for all your reviews, but it's all in here. The links to all your websites, all your different social media stuff. It's just a great system. I would tell you just to look into something like that, because what happens when you just hand them a traditional business card? I mean, they may or may not hang on to that. It might go straight in the trash when they get home. But this here is something, once you connect with them, now you've got their contact info and all this stuff, and you can start plugging them into your database. And they can always unsubscribe to anything like that. But it's just a great tool to, to get something out. So just something to look into. It's very cheap. Whatever. Like, again, I want to say it's $100 for the year, something like that. But, great tool. Everybody's using their phones now, obviously, with all this stuff.
I like that. Thanks, Jeff.
It's good. Instacart.
I'm gonna go do that.
Yeah, it's a great way. I'm using that almost every day right now when I'm out and about, and I run into people and start having these conversations, whatever. And I'm able to send that to them. Very simple to do.
Yeah. And Hi Hello is free, guys. I mean, it's the same thing. I think they do have a paid version.
Okay.
The difference is, but you want to have some type of quick digital information. Got to be able to pass it on fast is what I mean. Yeah.
Yep.
For sure. Steve, let me ask you real quick, because you've been in real estate a long time. How long have you been doing this? I know you were a broker owner for a while. You're over here at EXP now, but how long have you been in the business?
23 years.
23 years. Okay. What kind of stuff? Like, again, here's Adrienne, talking, like, again, just getting started, like trying to get back into it. She's been around a long time, but was kind of part-time, looking to go full-time. Like, what would you tell somebody that's, fairly new in the business with this shift in the market, like to bring in more business? What are some things that just come to your mind as far as things that you would recommend that they do?
Yeah, well, a lot of the stuff, the Tracy, you, Jeff, Kathy, all of you have been saying, I would echo, but there's nothing like, they call it belly to belly or whatever. Just get out, meet people, be where people are. People are not in your office. So unless they're realtors, but we don't have offices. But anyway, you got to get out and meet people. That's the best way. Absolutely. I've picked up the end of last week. I've got 2 listings coming up here in my neighborhood, one right across the street and one 2 doors down. And I swear, I think I'm going to double in both of them. It's just, when the Lord decides to shower on you, stand back. But the one of them happened. The owner was out walking around, and this couple walked up to him and asked him if there were any homes for sale in the neighborhood, and they really liked this neighborhood. And they said, well, yeah, as a matter of fact, we're going to be selling ours. Handed them my card. I met with them. I wasn't even out and about that time, but I mean, it's just doing stuff and meeting people and walking your dog and on and on and on. I've got people, I've been on the board here, board of directors. I was president of a homeowners association. So everybody in this community knows me. Do things to where people know you, whether it's here, like at church. I'm on the finance committee. I'm in the choir. And people know that I'm a realtor and been doing it a long time, and they like the way I do business. They're not afraid to refer people. There's nothing better said than do good business. Look at every transaction, every interaction as a win-win for everybody, and people will just shower good stuff on you because you do good business. You're not out for yourself. You're out for your clients. And I know you all are, but show people, don't by your actions. Your actions speak louder than words. I keep trying to stop, slow down, retire, whatever. I'm having too much fun. It's just
Yeah.
great. But anyway, that's what I said.
That's good. And Tracy mentions here. Tracy, can you unmute yourself again? You mind? There you go. Because you're hitting the chat here. Can you just say some of this stuff? Because this is good stuff.
I'm blowing it up, right?
No, you're good. That's good.
I don't know who's reading, but because sometimes I get calls and I was like, let me throw this out here. But I use statistics a lot. There's a statistic that's out there. It's a fact that African American home ownership numbers are at their lowest since the 1960s. So if that doesn't motivate an African American to put in an application and become an owner, I mean, like, what else would? If someone came and told me that, I would be like, oh, wow, yeah, we need to change that. That's not good, And so I use that a lot. And it really does motivate my people to get out there and start trying to do what you can to get yourself in a place of home ownership. And then also piggybacking on what Stephen just said, yeah, you got to sell you. I get on Facebook a lot and my page is very balanced. Someone may even challenge whether I even love Jesus or not, but I'll put some stuff out there that's just funny because that is my personality. I am funny. And so some stuff is challenging, but that fun is what gets people to liking me, and they like me. And so people say, well, how do you get so much business? Because people think they know me, and you have to get out there and show yourself. And it creates a pseudo relationship. They think they know you. I'll give you an example. I got a client that bought over $500,000 home. And I said, well, so who referred you to me? And he told me there's this guy. And I'm like, who is that? So I had to go on Facebook and find this guy. He never likes my stuff. He never says a word, but he sent this guy to him, and it came under the statement of call my girl. I'm telling you, I don't know this man. And so I said, well, thank you so much for sending him. Do I know you? He said, oh no, I watch everything you do. You're so funny. I just absolutely love your page. And I'm like, wow, I never knew that. And he said, I said, well, I'd love to send you some type of thank you. And he said, oh no, just keep going. I absolutely love everything you're doing. Now, who knew? And so it goes back to what Jay has taught us a lot, which is don't worry about the likes, just worry about the views. How many eyes have watched that live video of you showing that house? How many eyes have seen you eating at the particular restaurant that's your favorite place? Just talking about everything from your dog to the park to the local boutique. Just go live about everything. And I'm telling you, it makes a huge difference. You're the first that comes to mind, even though you're not talking about real estate. They know you're a realtor. So when they see you on this Facebook doing any and everything, you're the first person that comes to mind when someone says, hey, I need a real estate agent. Oh, you know what? You should call Tracy. Because in their head, they've been with you all day. They've been on your page watching you do all kind of foolish, fun stuff, And so I just say, balance it out. A lot of agents that have that boring page with just all real estate, real estate this, real estate that. No, they don't want to see that. They want to get to know who's Ashley, who is Adrian, who's Dino, who are these people? Like, they want to know you. And I promise you, selling you is going to sell.
Sure. Mix it up when you can. So that's good stuff. Real quick, guys, just a reminder, if you can turn on your camera, if you're in the shower, leave it off. If you're not in the shower, if you can turn on your camera, turn on your camera. Again, we're not going to call on you and nothing like that, but it just helps, okay, in terms of the participation stuff. One of the things I want to share, Tracy, you had mentioned, because most of you have some sort of a CRM or some, different things that you're using for marketing and tracking your people, all that kind of stuff. I do want to share this. I've talked about this before, but you reminded me. Here, let me go in here and share my screen once again. So I want to show you guys something real quick, because as far as that, like a home evaluation, something that you can do that's free and it's very simple to do. And most of your websites, whether you have KV Core or not, you have a way to do this. Okay. So this is my homepage, my wife and I, for our KV Core page. Up here at the top, there's this link right here, home value. Okay. We're all looking for more listings. We need more listings. If I click on home value, it takes me to this page right here. where people can request an evaluation on their home. They have to put in right here just their home address, whatever. They hit next, and it's going to walk them through that to put in their email, their name and their email. And it automatically sends them kind of just a rough CMA. Okay. It does it automatically. But then what happens when they do that, I get the lead. Okay. So here's what you can do just to show you something very simple. We haven't talked about this for a while. If I copy this right here out of the browser, it's linked to this page. I copy that address. I go to Facebook and I post it. Okay. Just paste it right there. And then I could put right here, whatever, great time to sell, exclamation point, exclamation point. The inventory is at all-time low. It is a seller's market, exclamation point, whatever. What would your home sell for this fall? Free online home evaluation, no obligation, all in caps, click here. That's what I would do, something like that. Okay. When I post that and they click on this, it takes them back to this page and I get the lead. And I could do that 5 times a day, all day on my business page. I could do it on LinkedIn. I could do it on, again, on Facebook. I could have a virtual assistant that I use or an assistant, personal assistant, whatever, do that several times a day, multiple times a week. You could do that and you're going to get leads out of that. Okay. So again, that's completely free to do.
Jeff, can I add what's most important also than posting it simply on your page? Join as many groups that will allow you to post as well and advertise.
Absolutely.
And you drop that same ad into about 15 to 20 groups, you're going to get that strange business that you need because the strangers value you more and take you more serious than your family and friends. And so that's another suggestion, drop it into the groups as well.
Absolutely. Okay. Now, the other thing I just want to show you that you can also, this is the back office for KV Core. Okay. And again, I'm talking about KV Core. All of us at EXP, we get this included. So again, if you're not part of EXP, you should have something along the same lines, whatever, that you can do this. But KV Core does allow this. If you go down here to lead engine, okay, and right here, you can build a landing page, you can build a squeeze page, whatever. If you click build a landing page, and I'm not going to walk through all the details on this, but right up here, there's the drop down, lead generation, video view, whatever. Let's say you want to, lead generation. You can go over here, background, you can change the theme. You could do, farmhouse, whatever. You can do, villa. You can change the look of this however you want to do. I like this one, but you can do whatever you want. Okay. You go in here and you can customize all of these down here. If you click on this, you can change this to how you want it to look. Okay. I did one of these just a while back and came up with this page right here. Colorado Springs hottest real estate deals. Here's what I did. I went to my KV Core page, my homepage. Go back here. I went here and I did a search of all the homes that had price reductions. Okay. And then I just did this, Colorado Springs hottest real estate deals, free list, drastic price reductions, motivated sellers who are anxious to do a deal, fixer uppers, free instant daily weekly updates, unsubscribe anytime with one click, be the first to know, distressed properties, bank owned, pre-foreclosures, right? So I set up this right here. When somebody puts in their email, cell phone is optional, see all the homes now, it takes them to that page. In fact, here, I'll do it right now. I don't know if it'll do this because let me try this. It's just another email address that I have. Okay, there you go. So it takes them, every one of these is price reduced or a foreclosure, short sale. I put all this stuff into the search. So here's what comes up. Now, again, they click on one home, they can see all the details. They click on the second home, and now, it asks them to put in more info. But again, I've already got the lead from the landing page, right? From that custom page. I got the email address right here. And now I can start dripping on them, and it's going to start sending them things. So I'm just saying this, in your back office at KV Core, you can go in there and set up all kinds of squeeze pages, landing pages for sellers, buyers, certain groups of buyers, certain things. Now, again, here's what I do. I could take that landing page. If I take that right there There's the URL. I just saved it. I copy that. I go to Facebook and I paste it. And now it's going to bring up, the thing for that landing page. Whatever. Here we go. Okay. Normally it brings up a picture here because I'm just doing this. I'm doing this fast. But then again, you can put in all that stuff. Free list. Every home, whatever drastic price reductions. Whatever, something along this line. Free list of foreclosures. Free list of distressed properties. The best deals in Colorado Springs. Free list. Click here. When they do that, it's going to take them back to this page right here after they put in their email. Again, costs me nothing to do that. I'm not paying to advertise on Facebook with that. This is just something I'm doing that doesn't cost me anything, and it will take them to this page and I get the lead.
So
There's
Adrian,
so many.
back
Yeah,
to
go ahead.
Adrian, and this is something she can do because she has KV Core, right? Just to start driving some traffic there.
Yeah.
Or anybody. It doesn't, like Jeff just said, doesn't cost anything.
Right.
Yeah,
Is that helpful at all? Some of that
Yeah,
kind of stuff.
that's
There's a
great.
lot we can be doing that doesn't have to cost us, $100 a month, $500 a month. All these things, we're getting calls all the time.
Yeah.
All
Yeah.
these marketing companies want to do things, and some are good, some are bad. I would tell you to weed your way through some of those, whatever. There's good things out there, but a lot of this doesn't have to cost a penny.
Yeah.
And you can bring in business with that. Okay.
And they were
Cool.
speaking on our last call about doing launch parties now. If you're a new agent, just do a launch party at your home or some nice, beautiful home that's in the city. And, just like any other showing, maybe ask the agent, may I have a party at the house, just to kind of launch my business. And you'd be surprised. They may say yes, but it's a good way to get your business out there, is doing a launch party.
I love that. Like, they were talking about new realtors, right? As a new agent, but Adrian, you could do like a relaunch my business party. Like you've got a lot of people in your database from the years. It's like, hey, a relaunch, most of the people that are in your network, because I know you personally, so I know this about you, but they know you've been a stay-at-home mom. A lot of those people know you've been a stay-at-home mom. And so it's like, my kiddos are grown, relaunching my real estate business, come celebrate and do a party. And, one of the agents had mentioned on the previous call, like they did it at a model home. They didn't even do it at their home, right? So it was a win-win. Hey, that model home was getting a lot of people through the door, a lot of new eyes. And they did it at a $4 million. That particular one was at a $4 million nice house, but it doesn't have to be, like that. So I love that idea. I love the idea of just a relaunch, party, for people in your network.
Yeah. We've talked about this on here before. If you haven't done one, if you had a closing at all, if you had one closing this last few months, this summer, if you haven't done one yet, let them get settled into their house, but do a housewarming party for them.
Yeah.
And again, Tracy mentioned this. We do this. Get a lender to sponsor it.
Yeah.
So again, it doesn't, and it doesn't have to cost. We don't spend more than $100 probably. I mean, it's just you're getting like some finger foods, and you're getting their list of people that they want to invite. Okay, because I'm going to send out the invites.
Yeah.
But now I've got more people that I could add into my database from them. Hey, Joe and Sue Smith, just moved into the house. We're throwing a housewarming party, Friday night, from 7 to 9. Here's their address, come see their new house, whatever, blah, 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 whatever. You could do this, create an invitation, send that out. The lender pitches in. We just had some drinks and some finger foods, that kind of stuff. Keep it simple. And it's just an open house kind of thing. And we're there to mix and mingle, whatever. We got everybody's attention at one point, just welcomed them, thanked them for coming. The lender spoke real quick. Just, again, we put it out there if anybody's looking to do anything. We just did this and we just double-ended the deal. The neighbor across the street from that house actually came over to the party. And next thing you know, he's retiring and moving to Arizona and, wanted to sell the house. And so we listed that house and we actually double-ended it, which was great. So that was a closing we had last month, but it came from one of those housewarming parties. Okay. So, things like that. Yep. Tracy put it out there, Hawaiian, Halloween. There's different things you can do going into the fall. Different kinds of events that you can do for clients, past clients, your sphere, different things like that. Again, just gathering people together. You know, you got that business card, you give that out to every single person that's there while they're there off your phone. Ugly sweater, wine tasting. Yep. There you go.
You know, when we're moving into fall now, and you know, just had again on a different mastermind, you know, a lot of fall ideas. Is anybody doing anything coming into the fall season, either around Halloween or just fall, or you know, even into Thanksgiving? Has anybody got any, you know, we talked on here a lot about client events. Does anybody have any that they're doing this this last quarter set
Well,
up?
like I said on the last call, myself and Lee and some of my mentees are thinking about doing a ugly sweater skate party in Nashville. I need to do it in Atlanta as well, but that will get your clients out there, their kids, just have a great big fun party with that. Get the lenders to sponsor. Maybe lenders can set up tables at the skating rink, but rent out the whole skating rink and invite them over. And I think they'll have a good time with that. The ugly sweater skate party for the fall, and then maybe a sneaker ball to bring in more agent attraction. So this would be an agent sneaker ball party in which we have fundraiser, a certain amount of money going to the housing for the homeless. There's a fundraiser in Nashville that we saw. And so that's some ideas that we're trying to bring together before the year ends, but definitely do it in your city and states too.
Love it. I've been seeing, I don't know why, but on my feed and Facebook, I've been seeing a lot of people doing skating, like, you know, it's just showing them skating. And just the other day, I was telling my husband, or telling Steve, I was like, we need to go skating. Like, we haven't skated in years. I don't know. It took me back to my teenage years on video. But the reality of being on skates at this point probably isn't really a good, great idea. I don't know. But anyway, it was like, I don't know why all these things have been showing up in
Broke my hip. Broke my hip.
Yeah, exactly.
That'd be me
Lordy
right
mercy.
there.
The fall nowadays will be a
That's
lot worse
right.
than then.
Know
Yeah.
your limits. Know your limits. Do not get on those skates.
Yeah. Now, see, you're bringing up skating, and I've been seeing all this. Like, I'm being confirmed. I need to go skate. I don't know.
Yeah, if you on some training skates and the little thing that the kids.
Yeah, remember that aisle that you used to
hollering.
skate down and could hold on? The aisle, yeah. Or we
That
had an
would have your
aisle.
clients-
Now they have like a walker type thing. I think you hold on to.
Yeah, that would have your clients hollering. Just be 100% you. I mean, that would
be good video footage for my social media for sure.
We did a skating party one time, and one of our agents broke her ankle.
Oh,
So we
Melvin,
stopped doing skating and started doing bowling to get people together.
bowling, yeah. Okay. Yeah, I mean, there's all kinds of stuff, you
All
know,
kinds of things
like
you can do.
with fall coming up, people can do the pumpkin patch. And one of our agents was talking about how they're doing the pumpkin patch. They do it while it's open. So, you know, people don't know who's your clients, who's not your client. But one idea that I loved is they went on went to the Dollar Tree and they got a pumpkin carving kit and then put a little tag on there, and they gave all their clients, they bought a pumpkin for them. That's what was the whole idea for them to come. But then they gave them a pumpkin carving kit with some cute little saying, you know, like, I don't remember. Tracy, you were on that too. Do you remember what that little cute saying was? Something about referrals, but it had something to do with, you know, we'll make time to carve out for your referrals, something like that. Just a cute.
We'll carve out time for your referrals.
Yeah. Like, we'll carve out time for your referral. We always can carve out time for your referrals or something like that. So I thought that was a great idea. And you could even get, like we've been talking about, your sponsors to help co-sponsor that. Or you could go in, right? Maybe you have a cider table set up there, and then you're giving those little gifts out so that they're coming by, you know, and seeing you. And, you know, you could have a jar of the candy corns, right? Come by and guess how many candy corns are in this jar. We're going to be giving whatever, $50, $100 card out. But you could get your lenders, title people, like we've been talking about, to sponsor. You could do all of these type of events for no cost if you want to do that, or collaborate with some other agents in your area and get 2 or 3 of you guys, or 4 or 5 of you guys together. Hey, let's do a big pumpkin party, a pumpkin patch party, or any of those ideas. So has anybody got anything? We talked a lot all year about events. I'm going to
They
believe
work.
one of y'all have an event scheduled for this last quarter of the year. Who is it?
Me.
Tracy.
Yes, we have
I
our real
love
estate.
it.
We have our real estate industry night there in Nashville on Monday, September the 11th. And that's all in the effort to bring about more agent attraction as well. But we have it sponsored by one of my title companies, Providence Title. It's sponsoring the whole thing at Cheesecake Factory, Opry Mills, Nashville, from 6 to 9 on 9/11. So we'd love to see you guys there, those that are local. Come out and just mingle. I tell the agents, please don't say anything about EXP. Just show the camaraderie. We don't want to talk about it. If they get to talking about it, take their number, talk to them tomorrow, but don't talk about EXP there because they think it's what it is, and that's what it is. But we don't want them to think that though. So let's just have a good time, let our hair down. So real estate industry night, once a month is what we're going to try to do. But at the same time, with the skate party coming up, we may have to kind of shift a few of them. But we'll
And
make it.
where is it exactly, Tracy?
It's called Real Estate Industry Night, in which you invite agents from any brokerage, not just EXP.
Okay.
You just want to make it like we're just having a happy hour, if you would.
Social.
Yeah, just a social networking, getting to know each other, you know, the agents in your area, try to create this non-competitive type thing. And hopefully, you know, they see all the EXP agents and they see the camaraderie that we have, and they'll just become a little bit more inclined to lean toward our brokerage. But the whole thing is to allow the sponsor to have a few minutes to talk. The sponsor pays for all the food while supplies last. We figure out what that amount is. This particular sponsor did 2,000 last time. I have some sponsors only do 500, you know, but it doesn't matter. You have a lender to do it. They get up, they talk about their products, their services, and then the people just kind of get, I'm sorry, I have these little red tickets that I hand out to them concerning the drinks because some people overdo it. So we give one ticket per agent that they can have a drink. And then I'll try to buy some appetizers. And once it's all gone, it's just all gone. So it's typically from 6 to 9. And we typically ask the restaurant to extend their happy hour, which is sometimes over about 6 or 7. So we say, hey, can you extend it for us in particular? We're bringing business to you. And we choose to have it on a day that they don't have a lot of business, which is a Monday. Like a Monday from 6 to 9, you're probably dry. You know what I mean? Your business is probably dead on a Monday. Can we have a certain section of the restaurant in which these agents come out? And then I have the agents to leave their business cards. We do a drawing for something. And so that works for us. I kind of got off track from it last year, but we're bringing it back in this year. And it's just a good way to meet agents, especially someone like me who's dual licensed. I can get the Tennessee agents to consider me when it comes to referrals in Georgia. But yeah, I don't talk about taking their Tennessee business, of course.
Has anybody done any, like again with this market, anybody done any first time buyer, like seminars? I'm just thinking about this. We haven't done one in quite a while,
Yeah,
but it's
I've
something
done
I
them in the
used to do
past.
back in the day. It's a great time, I think, to do that. You know,
Yeah.
you could do like a live event, like Saturday morning is a great time to do that, or again, a Monday night or a Thursday night. It might be harder during the week because of families with kids and that kind of stuff. But a Saturday morning has always worked well for us when we do that. We've done it like at a local library. I don't know if you guys, here in town, I'm assuming this is like this all across the country. Libraries a lot of times have those rooms, but they're free. You know, to you, they book up, but they're free to use because they're, you know, we pay for them through taxes and stuff. And that's how the libraries work. So you can get a room like that holds 20, 30, 50, 100 people, whatever, bring a lender in and you do like a first time buyer seminar, you know, and you advertise that, and you might have donuts and coffee and, you know, whatever, you know, again, apple cider kind of thing, you know, just keep it simple. Doesn't have to cost a lot. And you bring in buyers and you're training them and teaching them, but whatever, like how to get into home ownership, you know, and
we do one every Saturday. Not every Saturday, but every last Saturday of the month. But we do it and we get pretty good traction. We have all the agents to invite to that meeting and go through your CRM and let everybody know that we have. And so we get, not only are we getting first time home buyers, but we're also getting home sellers that looking to purchase, and we get listed that as well. So every last Saturday of the month on Zoom from 10 o'clock to 12 o'clock.
You do
That's
on
awesome.
Zoom.
Yeah.
That's good. I love your theme, Tracy. Home for the holiday, or you could even do like home for the holidays. You know,
Home for the holidays. You'll be home for Christmas. Wear your
Yeah.
Santa calls had for the
Like-
call.
Like 90-day path to home purchasing. And there's a lot, again, like Jeff said, I'm assuming this is around the country. You just got to talk to different lenders, but there's a lot of 100% financing options for first-time home buyers. If you don't know of any of those, reach out to 2 or 3, 4 different lenders, reach out to a credit union in your area, reach out, to a bank, not just, an actual mortgage lender or mortgage broker, reach out to your bank. A lot of those have like in-house type products that like there's a credit union that has, I think, 102% financing option. So not only is it 100% no down payment, it's 2% towards their closing costs too. So know what your local lenders have available. A lot of times, to what Tracy said earlier, a lot of times people don't even think they can buy a home, or they think it takes so much more money than it does. Maybe the 100% is not the best option for them, but when people really realize they can get into a house for, $20,000, $15,000, people just think it's so much more than it really is.
Yeah, I had my last buyer to walk away with a check because of the 100% financing, and the leftover went toward her closing costs, and we got a little bit of closing the cost assistance from the seller. So she left with a check. So I tell people, you should have been prepared. It would have been great had you had money saved, but there are programs, if your credit is in place, that will get you the money, and you just kind of find, the difference. What would have been 20,000, Kathy, might be only 5,000 because of these programs.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Good stuff.
Yeah.
What challenges is somebody struggling with? Maybe we can talk about for the last 5 minutes. Is anybody just having any challenges that they want some help with? You've got a lot of great talent on here today.
Anything in particular?
Everybody's smooth sailing. Awesome. Well, we got about 5 more minutes. So is there any other topic or any, we can continue down the road we've been talking about, but is there anything specific that anybody is looking for some help and some guidance with?
Hey, I just wanted to jump in and say thank you to Adrian for asking that question. I'm in the process of transitioning and changing markets. So literally everything that you guys have suggested here today and in previous masterminds has been tremendously exceptional. So I just wanted to say a huge thank you for me. And even though I've been doing it a little over 2 years, I'm kind of rebooting and restarting. And so what Adrian was saying was applicable to me. So thank you, Tracy and Kathy and Jeff and everybody on here too. Taking plenty of notes, and I'm excited to reboot. And all of these suggestions will be tremendous. So just a huge thank you to you guys.
Oh, love it.
You're welcome.
Melvin, what else are you doing out there in California? I know you guys are rocking all the time, and you guys are doing y'all do a lot of stuff out there. What are you doing out there? Did he just drop off?
And you called on me, you said, I'm out of here.
Oh, I see.
Oh, no, he turned on his
camera. You switched
turned on his camera.
No, one of the things I wanted to purpose to do in 2023 was to do expos, go to places where they have a whole lot of people, and we've been successfully doing that. We're in the 9th month. I think we've able to do about 7. Where the last one we did was a couple weeks where my church had church in the park, where they invited the whole community. So we had an EXP booth there. Was able to pick up some leads that we've followed up on, people that want to get their license, and agents that were interested in possibly looking at our platform. So we've been getting some traction from that. Going to expos.
What you're saying is you're going to different expos and setting a booth up at different places like every month.
That was the goal, to do it every month.
You've done the last 9 of them this year so far?
So far, we missed a couple months. We've done about.
Nice. And then do you use KV Core? Are you putting them in there and just doing drips on them?
Yeah, well, I'm working on that process. I'm gonna get with our expert, the KB Core, to help me
Kim.
to do that. Yeah.
Nice. Nice.
Good.
Love it. So, you know, I mean, that just brings up a great point. It's like just being out, kind of what we've been talking about, what we started with, getting out in front of people and getting new names, building your database, right? You know, and then having some system to touch base with them, follow up with them. We started out talking about like doing CMAs, all of those things.
Yeah.
So is it Sinead?
Tanad, yes.
Sinead, did you just raise your hand?
Yes, I did. I did. First of all, what is his name? Eric Golden. Is he part of this group?
Yeah.
Yeah. Mhm.
Is this about attraction, but as well as other stuff?
This is not about attraction at all. This is just about production.
Yes, today. But normally the group, is it about attraction or?
Different
We-
days.
Different days. We do that on
Oh.
Mondays and Thursdays. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry because I
Oh,
was.
that's okay.
Tuesday
just
is
would
all
like
about
to-
sales.
Oh, okay. Today I see that. But what I want to tell you, I'm a commercial, as you see, commercial real estate. I moved from residential. I'm for 21 years in, business. I was builder. I was flipping the houses and everything. Now it's different, business actually. And I am licensed. I come often to Nashville. I'm in Tennessee, Georgia, Florida, and Kentucky. And I really need a lot of kind of these meetings and that people know that I have MBA, I ran my business for years and years, and this is probably a good platform to meet new agents and tell them that I'm in this one. But also, I wanted to check on attraction, because how you use this social media, because I have somebody here, if you probably saw the same last name, my son, he's new agent, but he is big in social media. He has over 70,000 followers on some stuff. And that's where we would like him, to kind of implement everything. And, what group would be the best for that one?
Monday and Thursday, same
Monday.
time, same link,
Okay.
And Thursday we do, it's just an open Q&A. And so that may be a good place to come on Thursday and just say, hey, my son's got 70,000 followers. How do we maximize social media? Just do an open question like that and then get feedback. But before I forget, are you coming to Nashville to the, on the 8th, on Friday to the commercial expo?
Yes, I am.
Yeah,
Yes.
cool.
I was in one, in Franklin, Tennessee, a few months ago.
Yeah.
The Keith Andrews is my buddy, so
Yeah, nice.
hopefully I will see you there.
Yeah, I'm gonna pop in for a little while.
Along that line, I just want to just a quick reminder. It's not too late at all to get registered for EXPCon.
Yes.
A lot of us are going to be there. We've got a suite reserved while we're there for Freedom Team, and we're going to be having just kind of a social get together on Tuesday night of that event for everybody to come to. Great to meet other agents from all over the country, some from other countries that'll be coming in for EXPCon. It's not too late to get registered for that. Okay. It's coming up October 2nd to the 5th. All the founders will be there. All the leaders will be there across the country. All the icon agents, most of them from EXP, all of them across the country, they're going to be there. Lots of good breakout sessions. It'll be a great, great event. I don't know if it's still available. I know we got rooms at the Luxor, which it connects to Mandalay Bay for $58 a night. So it's very cheap. You can still look at that. I'm guessing they still have some of those rates available. As it gets closer, that'll probably go up depending on how full it gets. But just something to be mindful of. That is coming up here, and it's not too late to get there. So
and I would just add on to that. Like first of all, moving forward, this is the only big event that EXP is going to be doing once a year. So they're not going to be doing the shareholders as they did. And you come to these events that EXP is holding, and number one, you're going to learn a lot, like Jeff said, a lot of breakouts, but you come and meet other agents, and it will more than pay for its trip if you will just network with agents and build referral partners with different agents from around the country. But you're going to leave there energized. Who is the Mike? How do you say his last name? That's going to be
Mike Dupreet.
Mike Dupree. He's
Yeah.
going to be the keynote, and he's a master at dissecting kind of what's going on in the industry, and he's going to be the keynote. You're going to be able to walk away with a lot of great insight and probably statistics. Tracy had mentioned that earlier. A lot of great statistics on really what is going on in the market, and what are the real projections going on in the market. So you're going to walk away from there with a lot of value. And then Sinead, talking about social media, like great social media content for you to build, and have out there while you're at these events. So they're really critical. I mean, for years and years and years, I never missed an event. Yeah. Like, in 24 years of real estate, I attended any company I had been with. I always attended the big events and always walked away with immense value, and then just a reignitement, in myself and my energy and my business, just through the networking connections and referrals that you make.
For sure.
Yeah.
So guys, just a quick reminder, then we'll wrap this up. Next Tuesday, we'll be back here. Don Hobbs is going to be speaking next Tuesday. If you don't know Don Hobbs, if you've been around real estate for any length of time, Hobbs Herder, it's a marketing company. I heard of that when I first got in the business 21 years ago. That's Don Hobbs of Hobbs Herder. And Don was personally mentored by Jim Rohn. If you've ever got into personal development stuff, I mean, he was his right-hand guy for a long, long time. He's just in there. He was president of Success Magazine, which is a great magazine. He was president there. He's been around the industry for, several decades now. And anyway, Don, he's part of EXP now. Great to have him here. He's going to be speaking next week on how to dominate your market. Okay. It'll be a great hour next Tuesday. So definitely put that on your calendar. Put it on there every Tuesday. Just block it out and be here. And, get other agents that you're working with, other agents there in your market. They're with EXP, without EXP, doesn't matter. It's not about EXP. Everybody is welcome to this every Tuesday. Same time, same Zoom link. So we'll be back here next week. But good stuff today. Thanks for everybody coming and participating. This recording will be up on the Freedom Team Workplace group and the Freedom Team YouTube page within the next few hours. It'll be up there. So if you want to watch this again, a lot of great ideas thrown out. Kathy, anything else to wrap it up?
No.
Before we go?
Yeah.
Cool.
Thanks.
So guys, we'll wrap it up. We're here to help you if you need us at all. Workplace chat, text us, message us, call us. We're here to help all of us in this together. So whatever we can do, just let us know. We're available. Okay. But have a great day. Have a great week. We'll see you back here later on this week or next week. Okay. Thanks, everybody.
Bye, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Okay.